ọjà àjọpọ̀. Èmi ò gbọ́dọ̀ pàtẹ́wọ́ ni. Àdúgbò tó ní. Didn't this sweet? Thank you very much. So, all of you. Ẹ jọ àwọn tí a máa fẹ́ wọlé, ẹ jẹ́ ká wọlé. Please, if you are getting inside, please get inside. Kó má ṣe sí kálọ̀kábọ̀. Ẹ jọ. So I would like to recognize Ondo Lindy Industrial Hub for representing them here, the HR and admin manager, Engineer Kule Pakin, were recognized. I also like to recognize my people from PMT Media World who are specially recognized. So we have to move on to. Okay, please come to the high table. Mr. Kule Pakin, Emma Bolori high table. Emma Bolori high table. Tonight we are proposed to our call on Mr. Benjamin Ketemege to please step forward and take us through the first lecture, which is farmer safety, essential component in food security. If the farmer is not safe, there won't be food security. Please celebrate him as he steps forward to the podium. Good morning. Our topic, farmer safety, an essential component in food security. Let me start with a simple question. Can a soldier fight a war and win if he is constantly injured, sick, or in danger? The answer is no. In the same way, you are esteemed farmers, are the soldiers on the front line. In the war against hunger and poverty, your safety is not a luxury, it is your most important tool. If I were to address you as a law enforcement officer, by the way, I represent the state director of DSS in. So if I were to address you as a law enforcement officer on today's all important topic, I will take you through the nuances of the meaning of farmer safety, what is food security, and in going through this, it can involve the physical safety of the farmer, that is protecting your body from immediate harm, cuts, fractures, amputations from tools like cutlasses, axes, and machinery. herbicides and fertilizers on your skin, eyes, and lungs. I will talk about biological safety, that is protecting yourself from diseases, infections, and contaminated water. Zoonotic diseases that can transfer from animals to human. I will talk about environmental and economic safety, that is protecting your livelihood, effect of extreme sun and heat, the threat of theft of produce and farm equipment, the danger of food supplies. But far from it, today I address you not just as farmers, but as frontline intelligence officers. That's my perspective. In the most critical mission of us that our state faces, the mission for food security. This perspective is not that of an agriculturalist, but of a security and intelligence analyst. From the vantage point, I can tell you certainly, the farm is a battlefield, and you are the first line of defense. The farm is a battlefield, and you, the farmers, are the first line of defense. So today I address you as intelligence officers in the battlefield, in the front line for the state. In that regard, the farmer is like a sentinel. The farmer is like a watchman on the front line for the state. I think that's what Osaka is doing. That's what many of your associations are doing, coming together. Because if you wait for government most of the time, look, in Nigeria there are protocols for coming into the ministry. For instance, coming into the ministry of agriculture, if a foreigner were to access the ministry of agriculture, and there are protocols for taking him in and taking him out of that ministry. But is this done? Our ministries are not conscious of their counter-intelligence responsibilities. That's why it's a very great opportunity for me to sensitize you as counter-intelligence officers today. And in doing that, I've said the farm is a battlefield. So part one of our discussion today will be the new battlefield. Your farm is a battlefield. In traditional warfare, we protect borders, secure cities, and neutralize spies. Today, the battlefield has expanded. It includes your cocoa plantation. Your cocoa plantation is a battlefield. Your cocoa plantation in Italy, your cassava fields in Akure North, your fishing pond in Nigeria Soto. The target is not just a political idea. It is the very food that sustains our people. Food security is national security. An enemy does not need to fire a shot to cripple a nation. They only need to ensure its people are hungry. Therefore, any threat to our ability to farm safely and effectively is an act of sabotage against the sovereignty of Nigeria, of which Ondo State is a critical part. Now we have identified your cocoa plantation as a battlefield, your cassava farms as a battlefield. And if you walk into, even in Abuja, when I walk into the this semovita wants to overtake. So when you produce people who are smart and you have safeguarded it, the man who is producing it is access, is the market share that he is competing for. Your competitors will not just watch you. That's why I'm saying that your cassava farm, your cocoa plantation is a battlefield. Nigeria competes with Ghana. Nigeria competes with Ivory Coast for cocoa sales. So the more your cocoa does well, you are putting somebody down on the battlefield. So he's coming back, he's planning how do I get rid of him. Just in 1 year, Kaduna, we woke up and then a disease took out the whole of their ginger. Nigeria's ginger was the best in the world. They were looking for it, the traditional taste of that ginger. They were looking for it everywhere. Just one disease. All of them. You are here. I don't know wherever I will travel to, but any soup, the taste of Marugo, there's no place where I will have it in the world. But that is my taste. Somebody is out there trying to control your taste. If you take me to the United States of America, I would not like their food. Because this is me. My taste defines me. Now you are receiving seeds from everywhere. And that's what Osaka should be doing. Don't sit down and allow your farmers to get seeds from everywhere. They are wiping out our traditional seeds. And I call it an intelligence program. This is the first time that in another 50 years they will wipe out our traditional seeds. You will not be control of the new seeds. The new seeds will be like the fuel that the petrol that they will be selling to you. Then they will sell a movie to you in dollars. If it is not seeds that our own research institutes are in control of, you are the ones facing that battlefield. We need to keep our seeds. Otherwise, somebody will control our land. It's not in Nigeria will control our land. What we are going to do in that land because somebody has conditioned that land to grow only one particular seed that we don't know how to generate. And these seeds, they don't regenerate. I'm aware Dollar base was bought in those states. Osaka received and they just run it with 3 farmers. We worked with Osaka with 3 farmers. One was destroyed by cattle. But Osaka in Ondo state, they are not planting that yet. So that time that you are done, be watchful. Because if you plant that from your fields, some kilometers away, nothing else to grow on that land except that. It's a matter of time. If you keep all the weeds, and you'll be happy, you won't be weeding. That is the battle you are facing. Somebody wants to take control of your taste accelerate. Because what you are planting very soon will not be tasting like the one you used to know. That's why we will continue to experience diseases that our forefathers never experienced. Just one pest puts out all. I went to India, the Indians told us any nation that is still receiving food aids from another country is not ready to develop yet. Forget about your science, forget about it. You are still receiving, because any attempt to bring in food aid, your minister will go and stand there, your commissioner, they will stand there and they will receive it. These guys will promise we are bringing these metric tons of maize, we are bringing this metric tons of unicorn. They will wait. They will not bring it when they promise. They will bring it we are still collecting it from Ukraine. Because without their grains, even America will shiver. That's how powerful we are as farmers. Let's look at part 2. We have factories. We have identified your farm as a battlefield. Who are the adversaries on that farm? Who are the enemy? In counterintelligence, we first identify the threats. These are the enemy agents operating on your farm, working to undermine your mission. The silent infiltrator is the chemical agent. Pesticides, herbicides, essential tools. But when it's used, it turns into double agent. Take these vocabularies, they are vocabularies in counterintelligence world. When I see you as counterintelligence officers, that's why we are bringing them in. When you misuse these chemical agents, they become double agents. They leave residues on your crops, poisoning the very population you are trying to feed. Poisons you, poisons the population, poisons the environment. This sabotage within. Poison you, poison from within. And safe tools and practices that's important to change of your life. Person, slow and see damage. The rusty tractor at home, the eating snake, the rat, these are not just accidents. Now intelligence model that sabotage plays deeply in critical aspects of action. Every day you are injured, it's a day lost production. The economic span, theft, crime. The thief who steals your cassava or your poultry is not just a criminal, it's an span, draining the resources of our state. Steals not just your food, but your capital, your population, your ability to reinvest, the biological weapon, contamination and disease, using contaminated water. Remember lead poisoning and fire. The farmers were there, the miners were there. They didn't think that it was their responsibility, but when lead poisoning how they overfed water, how their wells were depleted, then the farmers were there. Let's go to part 3. The counterintelligence responsibility of the farm. This is where your role starts. You are no longer just a producer. You are a guardian. You have counterintelligence responsibility. What do you do? In our field, we talk about operational security. But now you have that. First thing, secure your assets, your tools, chemicals, harvested produce, and vital assets. Lock them up. An unsecured pesticide container like leaving pesticide containers enemy to use. As simple as it is, you think use the pesticide and then you dispose it carelessly. Somebody comes, pick that container. It's information for you. He knows what to do and this is the kind of pesticide. And if you check the company that supplies those pesticides and then pesticide, so that container now you are just throwing away. Like in our system where we put documents, mostly you are throwing away your documents. And somebody does not pick it up and he knows the pesticide you use. That's the diversity. So like for this perspective, we are working on our minds. We are steps. We knew the kind of so if you total the company, supplied all the work. And these guys thought they were using their normal work. They were going to strike. Remotely they controlled all those offices, all those pages started exploding. And they took all their leadership out. And that is what that the container means. When you put them away carelessly and somebody picks them, is beginning to study what you use. And they will supply you in same containers something that is harmful to your farm. So first the responsibility to secure your assets. Control. When I went to India, you travel kilometers, all the farms are traced. All the farms are traced. How much do you value your farm? People stray into your farm and they stay out. You want to come into this facility right now, somebody screens you before you come in because you want to be safe in here. Are you safe in your farm? Are you controlling access into your farm? Be aware of who comes onto your farm. Report suspicious individuals working near large farms. Or water sources where you get your water from. You see strange people coming in there. You don't think it means anything. They will poison your farm and use it for your crop when you are gone. You are the eyes and ears. You are the eyes and ears of our rural terrain. You have a lot to do with us. You have a lot to do with our department. This information is very important. We want to be aware of any foreign agency. NGO with you. We want to be aware. We want to trace them to their roots. We want to know whether they are your competitors who are trying to undermine you. Yeah. Conduct surveillance. By this I mean to find a plan. Every morning you have to scan your environment like an intelligence officer. Look for signs of new animal burrows that is mistake where slaves reside. Check the integrity of your fencing. You have one. Check the integrity of your fencing. Has somebody undermined your fence? And look for evidence of tampering with your equipment. These daily threat assessment is crucial. When you get to your farm in the morning, do it. Just like the intelligence officer will do threat assessment. When you get to your farm, is there a place where there is fresh dirt? You didn't take this place before leaving the farm yesterday. Today something is dead in there. You don't understand. Take note of it. Are you reporting to the EOD department, the police? I didn't pick this. Somebody bought this. So when you get to your farm, scan your farm. Is there anything that I didn't put here that is there? Has somebody entered? Do you have CCTVs in your farms? Because you need to be watching your farms are very important, not just to you, but to the state. Are you watching your farms? You don't, you know who is not watching your farm. Your farm is your investment. Something happens to your farm, somebody gets heart attack, and that's the end. Our family population is reducing. So you should have a way when you come back in the morning after scanning your farm, you go to your CCTV. who entered the farm in my absence. You study is giving. If somebody is trying to kidnap you in your farm, you will know from your CCTV footages. They will come and do some surveillance. You will not the time they enter the farm. Perhaps there are times to check how do they enter your farm, when does it come, what route does it follow to enter your farm. In an accident, sometimes you are going to your farm, somebody blocks you, you ambush you, and then you are at the height of high problems in the southeast. Every of your plants, before you get to those plants, CCTV cameras are taken. You know, they don't want you to get to the plants. Now, does any CCTV pick somebody who is coming to your farm? On the routes to your farm, if you think your farm is a great investment, put CCTV cameras in the farms. Watch your farm 24 hours. That's the way to profile your farm. Neutralize insider threats. The greatest insider threat is complacency. When you begin to say, no, this is how our forefathers used to do it, you are becoming complacent. Because the threats in the farm are adapting, they are changing. So you also need to change. When I say CCTV, it should not be, don't say what is this one say. You require it now. Train yourself. Adopting a new safer practice by using a stick instead of using your hands. You suspect it's not what is inside there. Don't use your hand, because if you use your hand and then you have a snake bite, the scorpion stings you. You are going to lose working hours, you are going to lose man hours, and that affects the whole food production cycle. Gather and report intelligence. Very important. You are the best source of intelligence we have. See a strange destroying crops. Report it to the extension officer if you have one. You are lucky and that the government has extension workers for you. But if not, Osaka needs an intelligence unit that the farmers will report to. When they see strange things, they report to that unit. The unit is gathering them. I've not seen this kind of disease on this land before. You report it, the unit is collecting it. We will work with those units. We will work with the farm. Another person sees another one in Okinawa. He reports it. Gradually, Osaka is having an idea. Is this disease and this one, are they the same thing? Where did this one get his seeds from, the seedlings from? Where did this one get the seedlings from? And then we begin to marry the source and begin to think whether we need to boycott this source. So it is important that the farmer gather intelligence on his farm and report to a central unit that we will be working with. You know why it is important for us to work with them? The way we are working with you in Ondo State, all across the country, they are working with you. And then you have very serious agro-intelligence. And with that intelligence, the country will be able to protect its farmers from attack, even from foreign interests. There are some attacks against farmers. For some countries, you are declaring war against those countries because you want to take their produce out. It is very difficult to say we are going to have cassava, flour, bread, because that you are challenging some very powerful business interests. And they will not just much. So what you are doing in your farm, what the man in Oshu is doing, what the man in Kaduna is doing, there's somebody centrally putting them together and taking strategic decisions for farmers all across the country. Just interest of the farmer and its produce, but more important, in the overall food security interest of the nation. A nation without food sovereignty, we have not started. We can't be talking about national security if we don't have food sovereignty. Say mining activities polluting water sources. You are witnessing an environmental espionage operation. Report it. You have a very big farm just around you. Some illegal mining activities are about to start. You see a drone across your farm. You think it is nothing, and you want to report it. So report this to that central committee that will be collecting all this information. It's very important. Your information is good. Gathering all this information together is very, very critical. Let's go to perhaps the last part. Part 4. The strategic victory in food secure Ondo State. When you embrace this role, the outcome is strategic victory. The role I'm talking about here are your counter-intelligence responsibilities that we just spoken about. Gathering information across your farm, putting them together. Farming is serious business. It's at the basis of this country. It's the foundation of this country stands. I'm happy to see youth board members here. We need to understand it. On this board, we are battlefield, not just to feed ourselves, but to protect the sovereignty of the country. A safe farmer is an active asset consistently providing food. Safe practices ensure the integrity of the food supply chain, making it free from poisons and contamination. A vigilant farming community creates a hostile environment for criminal saboteurs, protecting our collective economic interests. Farmer watch groups to protect against farm theft. I just spoke about the unit in Osaka collating this trust. I'm saying again, if you are in a community of farmers, if you are in a farming belt, you must have farmer watch that is helping, How many of you, in the first place, if you don't, I have not seen it here so much. You travel across the farming belt, we don't even put fences on their farms. In some places, because of farmer header stuff, some try to put barbed wires, but that's the least. Because when you have to fence off, no matter how big it is, when you fence off the farm, you can put access to have food in the farm. So the vigilant farming community create and maintain fire belts. This dry season, when you have your farms, by fire belts, it means around your farm there must be a zone, a buffer. You have cleared it, except you have fire from within. From outside, it can't come into because there's that buffer you have created. That place you have cleared very neat to the fire can come into. Apart from your fence, you need to have a lot of work that you have your farms fenced. Now another thing, very important thing you will need to do when you leave this place, share this information after the farmer, when they have bumper harvest, the government will do whatever it takes to buy it off, put it in silos. You know why they are doing that? They are encouraging the farmers to go back. It is the produce from those silos that they will come to Africa, give us as aid, and we will embrace it. That aid you are embracing, you are just impoverishing the farmers. You are just impoverishing the farmers. When your farmers are poor, they don't go back to the farm, and then we get hungry, we keep waiting for it. So share this information, organize yourself as just a mini security body. By securing yourself, you secure our food. By securing our food, you secure the stability, health, and prosperity of Ondo State. You prevent the gap that our adversary want to create. In conclusion, so I leave you with this charge. The next time you step onto the farm, see yourself as I see you. I don't see you as an intelligence officer. The sentinel of the kitchen. You see that German soldier, you see that Nigerian soldier, the Boko Haram infested place, watching others. That's the way you are watching. You are watching and you are watching. Remember I said that to attack this country you don't need to fire a shot. Just destroy what the farmers are doing. That is not the issue. So the farmers themselves are aware of not just their responsibility, but their responsibility to the state and to the nation in general. You are a counterintelligence officer protecting a critical national resource. Your partners is your weapon, your knowledge is your proof, and your vigilance is your firearm. Do not underestimate your role. You are not just feeding families, you are defending the state. You are the true intelligence core of the land. Thank you for your service. We appreciate being Apple. Well done. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much. That was awesome. Except you did this check, you value much of it. A lot of what I read, you have to be able to do what is my best, you have to do. I would say, you want to get back to the that is why you have to get back. There will be opportunity to ask questions.
to help. I want to thank you for a very beautiful, impressive presentation, and let me go straight to my question so that I will not be bothering us with unnecessary rhetorics. I want to ask, as your office, the DSS office, as a practical farmer, we discovered that you called us beautiful name that honestly make me feel elated. You called us Jagun Jagun. You said if you want to actually deal with a nation, you don't need a shot. But it is quite fortunate that what we see as a practical farmers is that I see DSS in many organizations where they are just holding meetings, having whatever. But there is little or no attention given to the farmers that are right in their farm environment by this sect of security. And one of those things that baffled me is that we are not honestly that much put into consideration. And my last question would just be that may just be a kind of explanation, but the truth is, the question is, why is it that our security apparatus in Nigeria or in Ondo State, where I belong, protect those who destroy our farms even more than the farmers? Let me coin it in another better way. I notice many times we have come to your office, and we have made reports, we have done all we should, but it's like I used to say, I don't believe in farmers' elders, because and somebody, that is my life, my farm work, I have invested all my money, all my incomes in what I am doing, and somebody else comes into my farm with his animals, and by the time I want to defend my own investment, somebody will say it is farmers' elders' clutches, and by the time we report it to the necessary agents, we discover that they are protected even more than we, the farmers. I want to ask, sir, humbly, what is the why for that? Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. You have asked very interesting questions, and I feel fulfilled that you are asking these questions. But I want to assure you that it's a long journey before we will get to that place you are talking about. And this is the beginning. Sensitizing ourselves and organizing ourselves. This is the beginning. And we will get there. So I first I will go to the last one.
Okay.
That said some people are more protected than the others. I sympathize with the impression that you have, but I can assure you from this point that nobody is more protected than the others, especially even in Ondo State here, where the relevant laws have been made. Anti-open grazing laws have been made. They are laws of Ondo State. It is just yesterday, the federal government is talking about that. But Ondo State has made that law long ago. And I am telling you, every day they are prosecuting people. People are getting convicted for open grazing in this state. You know, so it all boils down to, but more can be done. More can be done. And that's why I started from our